Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to learn something about variables in Python. So what are variables? Variables are nothing but they are the containers for storing data values. So what are those containers, right? If you ask me, let's say if you want to store any book, right, a list of books, or let's say you want to keep your book somewhere, you will store it in some place, right? That place will be called as container. For example, if you have your desk and you have a drawer in your desk, then you will store that book in your drawer, right? So that drawer becomes your container, right? And that becomes your variable. So how you're storing your book in the desk, right? I would say the drawer of your desk, right? So that drawer becomes your container. Similarly, if you want to store anything in Python, then you use variables. And since your drawer is a name of the container, right? It's a container, but it has a name, right? Similarly, in Python, we need to define the variable name. So to begin with, let's see how it works. Okay, any value that you want to store. For example, if you want to store 10 over here, or if you want to store 20, you can do so. It's that simple. Now this x has a value of 20. Let's say y. We create another name, okay, and then give it a value of 25. Okay. So for example, let's say if you want to see the output of x and y, right? If you want to add them or subtract them or divide them, we can do it by just calling the variable name. For example, I'll write print. If you all know, print is very simple function to display any codes over here in the terminal. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here is I'll write print and then x plus y. I want to add these two numbers and then print it on my terminal. So all I'm going to do is just type print, bracket open, bracket close, and in between I have x plus y. I don't need to write 20 plus 25. I just need to write x and y, and let's see what it gives us. Okay, so let me run this file once again, and here you go. We have the output as 45. Why? Because x had the value of 20 and y had the value of 25. That is the reason we can see the value output is 45. And you know what, we can also store two variables value in the third variable by just calling them like this. So I have not y, I have already defined y over here, so I'm going to use some new name since you already have used y. Let's say z, right? Z is equal to x plus y. And what if I call z over here? Let's see. I'll just run this file once again, and here you go. Again you have the same output, which is 45. Let's say we change the value to 10, right? And now call the value again, call the result once again. See, you have 30 over here because 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So this is how you store the value in any of the variable, unless unlike other languages, you don't need to define what type of value you are storing in the variable, as you just need to put the values and Python will understand what type of value it is. There could be numbers, there could be floating numbers, there could be strings. Strings are nothing but your words or any sentences that you have. That means any alphabetical things in it, those are called strings. We'll learn more about them in the future examples or future videos. So about variables, yes, you can store any of the data and you don't need to define what kind of variable it is. Okay, it's that simple.